So welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel for the first time. This video is one of many that I'm sure you've seen here on YouTube because it is the time of year that Sephora does their holiday sale. I'm going to break down what they are offering. They've already done part of the first part of their sale was last weekend. This weekend coming up starting tomorrow, so from November 2nd to November 5th, if you're ROUGE, if you're one of the ROUGE members, you get 20% off. And then from November 9th to the 12th, if you're a VIB, you get 20% off. And then on November 16th to November 19th, if you're an insider, or I think just it's open to everybody, you get 15% off. So I'm doing the picks that I have chosen to purchase, and I've got my box right here because I've already bought them already. And I actually didn't really have anything in mind that I wanted to buy, but then I went and watched the Gothamista's video. And she is not strictly green by any means. So when she recommends something that is leaning green or is completely green or in the clean realm, I definitely, my radar is peaked or my antenna go up. And she recommended several that I just felt like I really, really wanted to try. So I cannot blame her for these purchases, but I was definitely intrigued. And so anyway, these are all from Renee's picks, and let's go ahead and jump into it. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to do my personal picks. These are not products that I needed to purchase, but they're just recommendations that I have if you are curious about things that I personally recommend. So the first thing that was on her list that I decided to go ahead and get is the Ren Evercalm Gentle Cleansing Milk. And the reason why I decided to get this off of Renee's recommendations is because, first of all, of course, everything on her list she completely raved about, but I am still on the market of finding my favorite cream cleanser. And I really, really do like the one from 12. I finished it, so that's gonna be in my upcoming empties video. And I really, really love that one. It is a little bit hard to find in the States. The Boxwalla does carry it on their website. You can buy that a la carte. But I still, I do like to rotate a couple cleansers at all times in terms of, one from each category. So Renee really raved about this one. She said it rinses clean, that it's very soothing. She uses it as a second cleanse, and she said that it removes all the last remnants of whatever she has on her face. So she just really raved about it. She really likes the texture and how it feels. So I was really excited to give this a try. It does have phenoxyethanol in it, so for those of you who are really strict about that ingredient, you're not going to want to buy this. For me, since it's a product that you rinse off, I'm not too concerned about that, obviously, or I wouldn't have gotten it. This is $30, so if you're going to be getting 20% off, it'll be $24 for you, and if you get 15% off, this is going to be $25.50. So I do feel like this is a very reasonably priced product, and you get just over 5 fluid ounces, so it's a really nice size. The next product that I got enticed into purchasing is the Youth to the People's Superfood Firm and Brighten Vitamin C Serum. So Renee really likes this one because it has peptides, antioxidants, hyaluronic acid, which of course is going to give you good hydration. And then the vitamin C in here is magnesium ascorbyl phosphate, which is going to brighten up your skin tone. Now I have not opened up this yet. Let's see, what's the deal here? Oh, so it's got the separate pump. I have not tried this yet. I have no idea what the texture is like. A little bit closer up for you guys to check that out. So I'm really excited to give this a try. Price-wise, it's $62 regular price. So sale price, if you get 20% off, is $49.60, and then 15% off is going to be $52.70. So Renee just really raved about this. She really likes the texture a lot. I love that it has the combination of the peptides, the hyaluronic acid, and then the vitamin C in it. I really, the reason why I got this really is because the only peptide serum I have is the one from Natural Logic. So I was looking to get more peptides in my regimen, and I figured, why not? Since it has Renee's stamp of approval on it and it was a part of the Sephora sale, I decided to go ahead and get this. And I haven't tried anything from Youth to the People. I had a little sample of a cream that I ended up giving to CJ, which he ended up really loving. So I decided that this was a good time to try this brand. So the next product is the Biossance Squalane Peptide Gel. And this is on Renee's list, but I was actually planning on getting this. And actually, I sort of forgot about this, that this was going to be a part of the sale, but then when I saw it on her list, it reminded me that this was something that I did want to get. I do have a sample of this eye gel, and I really, really like it. I mentioned this, I think, I can't remember what video I mentioned this, but I really have been enjoying this. It says that it's a gel, but it's a little bit more of a cream texture. And if you have frequented my channel in the past, you know that I tend to lean towards preferring oils as an under eye treatment. But this, for me, so far has been my favorite. And I'm gonna call it a cream, even though it says a gel. This is my favorite cream that I've used so far under the eye. So that's why I wanted to get the full size. And this obviously has squalane in it, has niacinamide, peptides, goji fruit extract, has caffeine, sodium hyaluronate. It just has a really nice ingredient list, and I decided to get the full size, obviously. Price-wise, it's $54, so $43.20 if you get 20% off, $45.90 if you have the 15% off. So like I said, I've really been enjoying this. I've been using it at nighttime, although I think you probably could get away with using it during the day. I tend to not use eye treatments during the day. I just pretty much use whatever product I'm using during the day, whatever moisturizer I'm finishing with, or I have been using oils quite frequently during the day these days, more recently. So I just take that product up under my eyes. But at nighttime, I do like to use a specialized eye treatment. So I've been using this at nighttime, not every single night, but I've been rotating it with the oils that I have. Really, really liking that a lot. The other thing that I do actually like about a gel slash cream is that you can take it up above, so using it under the eye, obviously, but then I can use it up above here and not have the oil and not worry about it getting into my eyeball, because with oils, it definitely migrates down, whereas this gel cream hybrid stays put. So that is one plus of this product as opposed to using an oil. All right, and then the last product that I got from the sale is the Tatcha Pearl Tinted Illuminating Treatment. Now, I actually did use this today. This was the only product from the sale that I got that I've actually used. And this is the box. Oh, you know what? Let me just show you what the Biossance looks like really quickly. I haven't opened this up yet, so I don't even know what the full size looks like. I'm still recovering from my shoulder surgery, so it's still really hard for me to fully give you guys what it looks like. So I can only really hold up this, my right arm, to show you guys what the product looks like. So this was like the little insert that came in the box. So anyway, and for those of you guys who are new here, just joining me for the first time, I did have shoulder surgery. It was about 4 weeks ago yesterday. So I'm still recovering from that. So my mobility on this side is not that great. So pardon the inability to show off these products as I normally would like to. So back to the Tatcha. This is an illuminating treatment. It is not technically a concealer, and it is just more for brightening the under eye. And I used it this morning, and I really, really like it. So I got it because Renee raved about it. I was not planning on getting any kind of a concealer, under eye, brightener at all. I typically don't use anything really special under the eye, kind of like how I do in the daytime with my moisturizer, whatever foundation, tinted moisturizer I'm using on the rest of my face. I usually just bring it up under my eyes and just kind of tap it out and use that as my concealer, because I haven't had great luck with concealers in general across the board. But Renee was raving about this. I got the color Moonlight like she did. And she was saying that it's a brightener, that it hydrates, that it's really lightweight, really easy to use. So I don't know. For this one, I feel like I did get kind of suckered into her hype and what she was saying about it. With these other products, with the cleansing cream, I definitely needed to get a new one. With the serum from Youth to the People, I was definitely looking to get something with peptides. And then obviously with the Biossance, I knew I already liked it. So I felt pretty good about those. I don't feel like I got kind of roped into buying something I didn't already want or kind of need. But with this one, I definitely did. I was not in the market, not on the market for this at all. But after using it today, I have to say I really, really like it. I, haven't been sleeping that great because I can't sleep on my left side, and then when I'm on my right side, it just hasn't been super comfortable recovering from this surgery. So I definitely have been dealing with dark circles. I typically do have, mild dark circles, but they have been markedly darker over the last 4 weeks after the surgery. So let me show you, and there's this little thing inside that says you twist it off, and I saw another review where the gal could not figure out how to open it. So you twist it off, and let me see if I can get a little bit closer so you all can see what this looks like. So that's the packaging, and that's what the cream looks like. And there's a ton of product actually on the cap, so that's where I took the product from this morning. And oh my god, I mean, this thing is gonna last me, I don't know, probably my entire life. I can't even imagine really going through this. But anyway, what I did was you really do not need very much at all. I tapped it underneath my eyes, and so I kind of did like a hybrid motion between tapping and actually spreading it with my ring finger. So I tapped it on, kind of spread it, and it kind of did get a little bit watery. Like you can really feel the hydration property. Spread it on, and then to finish, I tapped it on, and then it just really melted into my skin. And I feel like it has a really natural finish, and it really does illuminate and brighten the under eye. I love the effect. I've never been a big fan of how concealers end up looking on my skin. I don't know if it's me and my technique is bad, or if it's just kind of the effect that I don't like what concealers end up looking like on me. But so far so good just after using it one day. So I'm really glad I got this. I have not looked at the ingredient list. I have to tell you that just straight up. I know Tatcha is like, it leans clean, but it is definitely by no means a straight up green beauty brand at all. So just, buyer beware. You're going to want to look at the ingredient list for yourself to make sure that it's, doesn't have anything that doesn't agree with you. So, so far, this is a huge rave. Definitely really, really like this a lot. And I will be giving reviews in the future about these other 3 products, and of course let you know. I mean, after using it just one time, I can't like give you a huge, rave on the long-term use of this, but after using it one time, I really, really do like it. So these are kind of my Renee inspired purchases, and then what I have used, over the years, and what I really like, and what I will tell you what I recommend from Sephora in terms of clean and green beauty are the Tata Harper Regenerating Cleanser. I use this all the time. You can see I'm almost in need of another one. I'm going back and forth as to whether or not I might purchase this, since the sale is, it is continuing on over the next several weekends. I might actually go in store and buy another one because I do have something to return. I did a while ago when I was kind of on my drunk elephant kick. I did get the Protini, and I do not like it. I might talk about that a little bit later. I'm not too sure, but I do need to return that, so I might exchange that Protini for a new one of these so I can have a backup, even though I'm not quite ready for it. I do really, really love the Herbivore Coco Rose, what do they call this? The Coconut Oil Body Polish. This is a gorgeous body scrub. I've talked about it a lot. It's probably my favorite body scrub. I have several that I really, really like and I recommend, but this is probably my favorite. I love the scent. It's just got a really beautiful, fresh rose and just like just fresh coconut. It's just like a coconut's just been cracked open right before your very eyes, and you smell it, and rose petals. And I love the sugar, and it's just like the right amount, or the sugar that gives the exfoliation, and just the right amount of oil is left on your skin that you can just kind of pat dry and then not have to use any kind of lotion or moisturizer afterwards. I really, really like it. On the Herbivore train still is the Rose Hibiscus Coconut Water Hydrating Face Mist. You know, I got this in the, just, I don't know, maybe was it a month or two ago when Sephora had another one of their sales or discounts. And I really, really like this a lot. The scent is amazing. It's beautiful. But the mist, I don't remember this, but the mister is really aggressive. You know, it's not like it comes out super, what's the word? It doesn't come out really forcefully, but it does come out quite, you know, it does drench the face quite a bit, a little bit more than I remembered. So, and it's almost like it kind of, it gets up a little bit into my nose a little bit too much, and I almost feel like I inhale it. It's weird. I don't remember that happening last time. So what I've been using this for more so than really misting my face is I've been using it to mist my brush when I use my Jane Iredale Pure Press base. So it's actually perfect for that. It gives that my brush the perfect amount of dewiness that I want on it. So when I do use this actually on my face, I really got to make sure I'm far away. So I do really recommend this. I really, really love it, but it is a little bit more, it's not as, let me just put it this way, it's not as fine of a mist as I prefer. So I wouldn't give this a 10 out of 10. I would maybe give it an 8.5 just because of the mist not being quite as fine as I prefer. Another thing that I would recommend is the Biossance Squalane Vitamin C Rose Oil. This is really beautiful. I really love it. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but just suffice to say this does have the, I'm going to just call it the THD. That is the vitamin C derivative. It's the oil soluble vitamin C. That it's the tetrahexyl something or other. I can never remember the name, but I'm just going to call it THD because Renee actually refers to it as THD. So if that's good enough for her, that's good enough for me. Really, really nice oils. So if you're looking for a facial oil that has an active like vitamin C in it, I highly recommend this. This has been, I really, really do love this. Let's see, here is something that I am kind of on the fence about repurchasing in this sale right now. This is the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. I am almost out, and I don't know as if I would get the full size again. I think I might just get the mini because I don't use this that often. But when I do, I absolutely love it. Now I know that you might have watched the Kimberly Clark anti-haul, and she anti-hauled this and was saying something about, you know, you could just make your own water and put water in tea tree oil, or I forget exactly what she said, but I have to respectfully disagree. This stuff does have humectants in it, and there's a little bit of magic in here because if you do feel like your skin is feeling a little bit chalky, if you are lean on the dry side, or if you use mineral makeup and you do want to give your skin just sort of like a dewy radiance, this stuff is perfect for that. So if I am using my Pure Press base and I feel like it is looking a little bit chalky, I'll just spray this after I've done my makeup, and it just gives my skin just the perfect glow. I really, really like this. It is expensive, and it, like I said, with the Pearl, it is not 100% green. You need to look at the ingredients. I think this might have phenoxyethanol, if I remember correctly. So again, this is not something I use on a daily basis. I maybe reach for this 3 times a month, if that. I've had this forever. I think I've maybe had this for 2 years, maybe even over 2 years. And the reason why I'm thinking about getting a new one is I think it's maybe gone off just a little bit. It's not overwhelming, the scent, but I think it has turned just slightly. So I'm not even sure if I'm going to finish this, and I might just get a new mini of it. And I think the mini, the travel size, is $20. So on sale, that would be pretty good for $16. And the travel sizes, the really nice thing about Tatcha is when you get the travel sizes, the packaging is just as beautiful and stunning and elegant as the full size. So I really appreciate that. And then just lastly, just a couple makeup items that I really like that you can get at Sephora. And I'm wearing this today. This is the Lilah B bronzer. This is the Sunkissed, the B Sunkissed bronzer. And this packaging is gorgeous. And again, I kind of have to do this with just one hand. The packaging is stunning. This may look like plastic, but let's see if I tap this with my ring. You can hear that this is metal. It's really heavy and it slides open kind of like the Kjaer Weis does. And that's what that looks like. This is just a stunning bronzer. It's a duo and I love it, and I have it on today. I actually didn't even put any blush on. And I do this a lot. I apply bronzers as a blush, like on the apples of my cheeks, and then I put it, you know, up on my cheekbones and then just kind of around my face and on my neck a little bit for warmth. That's what I did today. I really love this. This is very expensive. I can't remember how much this is, but if you are considering any Lilah B products, the sale is a really good time to get it. And then on my lips today is one of my absolute favorite lip products. This is from Nudestix. This is not a green brand at all, but I love this, and this is in Pulse. And maybe you can get an idea of what that looks like. We'll see here if the camera can zoom in on that. So I tried to move in a little bit closer. We'll see if that works. If not, I apologize again. Hopefully things will get a little bit better in the next 2 weeks in terms of my shoulder healing up. So that is what I recommend in terms of what you can get at Sephora. Those are some of my real favorites. And don't worry if you can't remember everything that I said in terms of the dates of the sale. I will post those below, and I will post all of the products that I mentioned below. Renee's, of course, everything that she recommended and what I purchased. And then everything that I recommend I will list below. I don't know if I'm going to do every single link because obviously everything's going to be at Sephora, but I will name, you know, specifics in terms of the exact names of the products that I have mentioned here in this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I think my next video will probably be talking about the December Boxwalla Beauty Box. They have an amazing collaboration with Earthwise Beauty, so I'm really excited to talk to you guys about that. The two products that are being featured are two that I already have and that I love. So that is really exciting. So it's going to be a great box, and I know that you guys are going to be really interested in hearing about those two products, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully I can get that up at the beginning of next week, and if you guys have any suggestions for any videos coming up, please feel free to add that in the comments below. And of course, if you have any questions or comments about anything, please add those below as well. And thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.